What's going on, y'all? It's Dime, and today we're going to be electro etching this double bit axe head, this Boker Argentina, this Boker Tree brand sodbuster, and my little neck knife I made. That's going to be what we're doing today. We're going to be using a drill battery. This one's 20 volt, doesn't have to be. Some alligator clips, and then to be able to get down to the positive and negative of these batteries, I'm just using two little nails. They just stick right down in there. You could also use 9-volt batteries. It just takes longer. You can use a car battery like trickle charger. There's all kinds of different ways you can do this. This is just a little bit quicker than the 9-volt, so that's what I'm going to be using. And there's a few different ways you can do this electro etching. You could do like stencils, like stickers, and go around and do the negative space or the positive space depending on your sticker. You could cut out your own, you could freehand. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to coat where I want to put a design in nail polish and let that dry, and then go back with an awl and scratch out my design. And then you go over it with the battery. You use Q-tips dipped in some salt water, and I'll walk you all through it as we're doing it. But yeah, let's get to it. I hope y'all enjoy. Alright, the first thing we're going to do with these is clean them using some alcohol to get all the, using some rubbing alcohol to get all the oil off of them. At least where you want them to, where you're wanting to put your mark, where you're wanting to etch them. Clean those spots. This just helps ensure a good connection when you're etching. Otherwise it won't etch very deep if there's a bunch of oil on it. Can completely stop it, so. Alright, the next step is we're going to coat these in nail polish where I plan on doing the design. For this axe head, we're going to be doing my logo right up here in the middle on the top, and then like a barbed wire all the way around the edge. And then for these, I'm just going to put my logo on here and here. So let's get to it. Alright, so right here, all I'm doing is going in, scratching in my logo. You know, whatever design you want, you start scratching it in. And then I move on to this axe head here. I start laying out some layout lines on it. Try and keep everything even. And don't be afraid to mess things up. I do right here. And I go back and draw a second line in, and then you just go and cover up that old line that you messed up on with more nail polish and let it dry. It's pretty simple. guys can see what I'm going for here. I'm going to get the rest of this one done, and then we'll get to etching it all out. Alright, and for doing this etching, you want to hook the positive to what you're trying to etch, and the negative to your Q-tip soaked in salt. I just have a jar right here with a high salinity water, just a lot of salt added, and a bunch of Q-tips stuck in it. And the reason you got a bunch of them is because when these get dirty, and inevitably they will while you're doing this, they stop working as well, so you'll want to swap them out pretty often. Now, listen real quick, and you'll be able to hear this start to sizzle. It's that metal coming off there. When you're doing this, you want to be in a well-ventilated area. This stuff is not good for you to breathe in, so wear a mask, be in a well-ventilated area. Do this at your own risk, yada yada. Let's get to it. See how quick that dirtied up? And this doesn't take too long to do it. I do like maybe a total of 10 seconds over the whole thing. Something like that. Doesn't take super long. With a drill battery at least. With 9 volts it takes quite a bit longer. So keep that in mind. Your voltage makes it vary on the time. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure that the alligator clip that's on the Q-tip never touches the metal that you're working on, because it will short circuit and you could burn up your drill batteries or quite a bit of bad stuff, burn up your alligator clips, so just be careful. Alright, I got that done. Now before we take all the stencils off and stuff, you want to go over everything with rubbing alcohol. This helps clean everything off down in those grooves that you just created. And now I'm just going in with some acetone to remove all that nail polish and get everything cleaned up. Now on this axe head, you can see as I start that some of that nail polish is still down in those grooves. That's just from wiping it, you know, and it has those new grooves in it, so it's got a place to get trapped. So what we end up doing is going back over everything with a Sharpie, and that just kind of darkens and boldens up those lines makes it stand out a little bit more. So if you have a problem with that color staying in there, you could cover over it with this, or maybe some paint. Different colors of paint might be cool. Might have to experiment with that in the future. Yeah, now I'm going back in with acetone, removing that extra marker. You can see how it darkened up all those lines. Pretty good. Check that out. It's not perfect. Nothing I do is perfect though. I'm just happy with how it turned out. I think it's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff you could do with this. This is a nice little practice run, if nothing else. I think it's pretty cool though. Thank y'all very much for watching. I appreciate y'all coming here, spending your time watching my videos, hanging out. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, comment down below, let me know what you think, how I can improve my content in the future, so on. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to that 500 subscribers. And don't forget to share this video with a family member or friend, someone you think might enjoy this. I thank y'all very much for watching. Until next time.